feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank. But it's sink or swim, only option is to win. In the murky water, not a thought of giving in.
Welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Boca Raton Shrimp Tank. I'm your host, Jason Hill, sitting here with my co-host, Kevin Cox, the director over at the FAU Adams Center for Entrepreneurship. You catch an entire replay of this show at the Boca Raton Shrimp Tank Podcast.com, as well as on iTunes. We had a great interview for the past 45 minutes with Marty Schultz. He's the co-founder of Blindfold Games Plus. He's had multiple companies. One went public. One, he had an exit, and it's really neat to hear, his success story throughout this podcast. So Marty, for the audience listening, can you kind of go through your current venture, Blindfold Games, and share that story with us?
Sure. My current venture is called Blindfold Games. It's an app development company that produces accessible audio games for visually impaired people. We have about 20,000 people playing our games. We have published over 80 games on the iPhone and the iPad. And the most interesting game was the very first one that we built. It was called Blindfold Racer, where you drive with your ears instead of your eyes and use your iPhone as a steering wheel. If you drive too far to the left, the music gets louder in your left ear. Too far to the right, the music gets louder in your right ear. And you aim for noisy prizes like popping popcorn and avoid obstacles like barking dogs. And we tested this at Miami Lighthouse for the Blind. The kids loved it, told a bunch of their friends, and then every week after week, more and more people started downloading this game. Some of the people started posting on Facebook, and over time, thousands of people were enjoying the game. It was spreading by word of mouth, which leads us today with over 20,000 people enjoying it and playing my games.
Wow, it's such a neat thing that started from a hobby, and then through word of mouth has really taken off. Kevin, what were your thoughts about today's episode?
Wow, it's really unique. Just the thought of designing, tablet and mobile games for people who are visually impaired. Really awesome. Something I never would have thought of. So, Marty, what's the future for Blindfold Games? What do you have in store? More games? More ideas?
Well, every day I hear from somebody visually impaired across the world not only thanking me for whatever game they happen to be enjoying, be it a blindfold bowling or solitaire or a sports game or an action game, but also we're looking at how the games can be used in help in education. We've heard from a lot of teachers of visually impaired students who use the games to actually practice skills with the students, and we're currently analyzing to determine if that should become a business on its own and sell a product to school districts to help their students.
Wow. Well, Marty, it was great having you on the Shrimp Tank today. For the audience listening, how could they get in touch with you if they want to, consult with you, if they want to maybe, have you come in as a guest speaker to talk about some of your past experience? What's the best route?
Sure. There are a couple of ways to reach me. One is marty@blindfoldgames.org, and you can visit the website, blindfoldgames.org. You can follow me on Twitter @blindfoldgames, or contact me at my speaking website, which is martyschultz.net, or send me an email there.
Well, thanks again for coming out to the Shrimp Tank today. You catch the entire replay of this show at the Boca Raton Shrimp Tank Podcast.com, as well as on iTunes. We now have 19 different episodes to check out. So such great success stories within all these different episodes. We have some great guests coming on in the next 3-4 weeks. So definitely check out all these different episodes. Download the app if you haven't yet. Thanks again for watching the Shrimp Tank, and we'll catch everyone next week at 4 p.m. Take care.